What's up? Welcome to you. Fresh cup. Howdy, sir. Yes, I'm doing well today. Thank you. How are you? Really like the new website, man. Looks awesome. Nostradamus is here. Wow. Welcome to you. Can't believe that. I'm just making some 2-pound scallop flower pots. And then I have to make some of the Milton design, which is more simplistic shape. That's what's going on here. Yeah, I think it looks great, man. Yeah, time for the store. Yeah, I hear you, man. I think it looks great. It's hey, thanks for the nice shout out on there too. It's very kind of you, man. Yeah, it's always exciting and overwhelming. I remember when I was like I've told you in the past, but when I built my website, the first iteration of it in the early 2000s, it was so hard to do at that point. It was not a template based thing. It was quite a pain, but a good pain to go through. Hey Gail, what's up? How are you? Hope you're doing well. You said you were good, so there you go. I'm doing well, thank you. Just making some 2-pound scallop flower pots. And then I gotta make some of the Milton shape, which is kind of like the Gale, except there's no foot. Because I know you got a Gale pot, because your name is Gale. Yeah, so it looks like this. Get that close to the camera for you. Hopefully the stream doesn't die out on us today. I actually looked it up, and there is an actual way to hook up an iPhone to LAN. So I gotta go and get some cable, maybe even drill the hole out down here a bit bigger, and then get an adapter and hook it up to the phone. We might be better doing it that way. Who knows? Just a lovely trip to the next door city, as Joel knows. Or I'll just order one online. I don't know. And I started to realize it's like, oh yeah, so all those kids that play games on there on mobile that are beating everybody so quick, it's because they're hooking up their phones to LAN, so they have better ping. Oh, that's perfect. Yeah, I didn't even notice, Gail. There you go. Yeah, I like that. That looks good. That looks good, Gail. It just always comes in as green, so. I just assume it's you. I did not even notice. That's a good thing. It warmed up a slight bit here today, which is good. I don't believe we're above freezing, but we're close enough to. At least there is a temperature, let's say that. Hey, what's up, Hayabusa? Hope you're doing well today, man. Right. Hey, thanks for saying great job. Appreciate that. Let's Mick Carter. Welcome to, by the way. Yeah, this is my job. So I make a lot of these. I make at least of this size. Probably 1,000 of these a year, at least of this size, in this shape. Here too, it's Thursday. Oh, you're above freezing. That's cool. Mustafa says super. Hey, thanks. Appreciate that. Nice you can say that. Sorry, guys. I do not have my chat brought up on the other tablet because maybe it's pulling too much Wi-Fi. I don't know. The stream has been freezing for the last every Tuesday and Thursday, so I'm just doing this. We'll see what happens. You lose power too on a warm day? That would make sense. Went and got another 1,000 pounds of clay yesterday. And the clay's a bit hard again, of course, but yeah. So loaded up for the week. For freezing rain. Oh. Yeah, no fun. We're so comparable. I looked at the other night because we were at like negative, I don't even know, -4, I think it was, Fahrenheit. And I looked up where you're at and it said exactly -4. And I was like, oh, well. I figured if we were -4, you would be, -200 or something like that. Some kind of like John Cusack movie thing. Yeah, or that. Thanks for the likes, guys. Appreciate it. And thanks to whoever's watching. Hope you're having a good day. Appreciate you hanging out. Yeah. Just gotta stamp my name. And number 2, because this is 2 pounds of what clay used. Clean off the fingerprints. There you go. Another one. Let's see how many we can get done on the stream. I got a bunch of other stuff done this morning. Oh, it's not even morning. Oh, it is still morning. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. Yeah. I wish I was able to play music in these live streams. I can, but it would just copyright the whole stream. Maybe I should pick bands that I would want to get royalties and then just play some music to help out the bands. Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, no. Eh? Like back in the day, I would just leave the pot like this with a little flare out. That was one of my first simplistic styles that I used to do all the time. A lot of them still flare out, but I put the line and then I do the scallop. Majority of the time I just leave it like that. And they did look good, especially planted up. Very simplistic. We should make some more of those sometime. Hey, how's it going? Welcome to you. I'm doing well, thank you. Hope you are doing well. Making some scallop 2-pound pots. Flower pots. How's it going? Welcome to you. Thanks for saying hi. Are the scallops? Borderline. They're borderline. So, in between. Your scallop potatoes suck, Barb. I wonder if anybody gets that reference. I don't think he said it like that. This one has an extra scallop to it. A little big and then a little small. I used to make these scallops like really, really small. It'd be fun to actually do that again. It just seemed like there was tons of them. Hey, what's up, Thomas? How are you? Yeah, good to see you. Thanks for popping in. I'm doing well. Just making pots as always. Making pots, hanging out with you guys. You know. Just have to bring these off to the stands over here. I got a batch of red clay. I'm gonna be making a bunch of red pots. I don't know if I'll stream the red pots, but stream making the red pots, but that's gonna be what's going on this week as well here. If anybody cared. Or wanted to know. Actually, would you guys like to watch it, the red pots being thrown? It's on my other wheel, so it's not a. It's even a worse shot than this. It's unsightly. Not that this isn't. That was good. I like the red pots and red clay. Not to clean up though. I hear you, Gail. I knew you'd be the only one to answer that question. Yeah, I mean, once the finished product is done, it's nice, but I hear you. It's a bit of a mess. But it's one thing I like. I do like seeing like a very large pile of red pots. So, need some for the site and for future stuff. So what I do with red pots is I usually have 2 buckets of water. One that I throw with and one that I clean my hands with. It seems to help a bit, but it definitely stains everything in your hands and gives you a bit of iron. So if you're iron deficient, help with that. I would do it over here on this wheel, but talk about a whole different cleanup. Plus, in the same day, I need to make white and red pots, so no point in doing all that extra work when you have another wheel. You already stamped that, you idiot. Remember that time? I don't know if you guys remember, but on the live here, I stamped the pot like 2 times, like right next to each other by accident. And then we just kept going. I think I stamped it like 6 times. That pot actually sold very quickly at the shop. It's pretty funny. I should pull up the other one and just see. That way I know if the stream freezes on me anyway. What, caps? No, the caps? No cap. I don't like that. No cap. Weird. I was talking about that in the gaming live that I did. That capital letters don't bother me, but people saying no cap instead of no lie. It's not a shortcut. Stop changing words. maybe if we all typed a little louder. That's how I read it, yeah. I don't read it like that. I read it different. read that one like, maybe if we all typed it a little out, right? That's how I read that. Yeah, she would. Let's chuck at you while you're on the chat. Type all caps. Let's mess with this bloke, right? No, that's horrible. Gotta work on that. Sorry. Apologize. I am not cut out for that. During my decluttering, I found a... Oh, nice. Nice, Gil. That's awesome. Yeah. That's very cool, right? I love finding things that brings inspiration for trying things again. Happens to me often. Jane, what's up? I'm doing well, thank you. Can't speak for everybody else. You thought that was pretty accurate? Well, it wasn't. I know I could do better. One day I will be able to do better. I'm working on it. It's like a, something I'm highly focused on. HB, there we go. New nickname. He's got plenty of names. In this house, we call him at Hayabusa, passerby, jerk, mate. Just kidding about the jerk one. Just kidding. Are getting over being sick. Oh no. We haven't, luckily I haven't gotten anything like that. Well, knock on fake particle board. Knock on particle board, I have not gotten anything yet. There's some real wood right there. You know what, maybe I'll do it. Here, we're gonna listen to the dog bark. I questioned myself for a second there. I hope you feel better, Jane, by the way, if I didn't say that already. I can't even remember what I just said. Bit of cabin fever up here. Mental fog needs to be lifted with the spring. It looks like next week it's going to be above freezing for a bit, which is good because we got like 8 inches of snow, or I'm sorry, 8 inches of ice on the edges of our eaves. And that could cause a serious problem if we, if it doesn't melt right. But luckily we have a new roof with all the ice and water and all that good stuff. Adult children, yep. Yeah, now I got you. No, that would do it. I mean, but then again, your immune system is probably pretty strong. But I hope you feel better. You did not miss the snow and ice, yeah. No, it's been an actual winter here in Connecticut this year, which we have not had in probably a decade, to be honest with you. And quite a bit. I mean, there's probably about 3 or so feet out there. The next week, it'll all melt, and not all, but a lot of it probably, and start causing problems. Especially for the road guys, I feel bad for them. It'll melt, go across the road, freeze up, and then they got to go out and sand all those spots and salt. Or in the state, they use a different toxic material. I don't know what they call it. Whatever it is, it ain't salt and sand. Oh, well, well, yeah. I mean, when it hits then, right, Jane? Well, I hope he feels better. It hits. Of course. Wouldn't say it if I didn't mean it. It's never fun to have a loved one sick or to be sick. Not fun. Yeah, I'll keep it. I'll keep it. And you can keep your saltwater Crocs. That was horrible. Fail after fail. The Aussie accent. On the plus side, I've been seeing him. Yeah, you get to see him at least, but you get to see him in a sickly state. That's like a catch-26. Cheers to you guys. Hope you're doing well. I'm also gonna see if I can't later. See if I can't load up the chat on here and see if it actually freezes the stream. Got to do an experiment, right, guys? Is it gonna work? It worked. We'll see. It is easier to read from over there. Yes, it is, Gail, is it not? No, I've learned my lesson with this. I gotta just get like I said, I gotta get an Ethernet cable down here and hook the phone up to LAN, which I did not even know you could do until I asked the Google. I asked the Google, not asked. Oh, fresh cup with the attempt at being a comedian, huh? How about, eh? What are you turking about up there? Fresh Cup of Joel has a new website. Shout out to Fresh Cup. It's freshcupofjoel.com. For a comedian, looks good. Looks good. Hopefully it brings in some business for you and whatnot. Wishing you the best, bud. Now it laughed and laughed this morning. There you go. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Fresh has got a brand new cup. Hey! I need a work from home job. Yeah, it can be fun. I'm so lucky, man. Well, you're not, man, but I'm so lucky to be able to do this from my house. Though the way I have it set up is extremely difficult. I do way more work than I should. So having a different building to go to do this would actually be way easier for me. So, but I've been able to do quite a bit out of here for the last 21 years, something like that. 22 years in this house, and yeah, accomplished a lot. But like all the clay has to come down here, be made, brought back upstairs, brought back down here to pack, brought back up once they're packed, all to save on not getting spending a few $100,000 on another property and building, at least a few $100,000. So I've been able to get away with it, and I'm happy. Cheers, mate. Google Fresh Cup of Joe, though. Yeah, it was weird because I typed it in directly and I had to do spacing. So I had to space out Fresh and Cup. And then finally, I think I just went to your Google and hit website. So the website link is working from Google, by the way. I'm sure you knew that, but from somebody else's aspect, it worked. I'll try it again later. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, we've joked about that, Gene. Yeah, we've joked about that, putting that in like the Bilco door, or the, you know, the hatch coming down, putting in a pulley elevator. Oop, Clay farted. But it's just not. I mean, come on. The only thing is like I'm, you know, mid 40s, so to keep this going into my 60s is when it will be an issue, but. And it's slowly becoming an issue. Because in the winter, we actually trek all the clay, like yesterday, 1,000 pounds all the way into the house, down the stairs, all the way back over here. So pretty much triple the walking distance. And same with bringing pots up into the kiln firing area. But hey, like I said, got a lot done in here, being financially conservative. Mrs. Wolff is a huge help. She absolutely. She is a very strong woman. Carries a lot of stuff, helps me with pretty much everything. So, I'm a lucky man. Those chairlifts, that was been brought up too as a joke. What movie was that in with they cut to and it was like a Jack Black cameo. I don't know. Even a Will Ferrell movie, was it not? I can't remember. But he's in love with an elderly woman. And she's going up the stairs, not looking at him in one of those lifts. Mm-hmm. I think I've ever asked. Yeah, Dolly Parton. Yes, I have Dolly Parton. Hand truck. I do, but I don't use that coming down the stairs here. There's too many ups and downs with it, so it's just easier to just grab 50 pounds and carry it. So, if there was a ramp or something, that would work, but the first step's a doozy. And I used to use a dolly and bring them downstairs like a couple 100 pounds at a time. But it was, yeah. It ended up being more work, to be honest with you. Plus, yeah, wheeling something through your home. Just, yeah. Do what we do. We do what we do. It's so amazingly delicate. I can't wait to see final result. Oh, cool. Thanks. I think I have one that... Do I have one that's fired already? I make so many of these things. I don't know if they're in stock or not at the moment, to be honest. Let me see. Let me see if I have one. Yeah, I do. I have a squat version of it. I can show you. Let me just stamp up this one and then I'm just doing a batch of these. I usually, like I said, I make about probably 1,000 of this shape and size a year. I also do this same amount of clay, but in a squat version. And that is one that I have fired up. But here's it. This is when it's wet. And then I'll go grab, I gotta just clean my hands. I'll go grab one that is fired so you can see it. Echo. Welcome to Echo, by the way. So here is the finished, this is a gray version, so, in a saucer. So that's what it looks like when it's all done. I don't know if you guys can tell, but these gray, this gray has been my most popular thing. It was cool, earlier this week, Martha Stewart did a nice shout out to my pots on Insta. So that was nice to see. It's always cool to see. She did a ton of pictures. She's such a sweetheart. So, yeah, it was cool to see the shots. I will, maybe I'll grab them and post them here on YouTube. Yes, I do, like a Velcro door, like a, but we block it off for the winter, because like earlier this week it was 4 degrees with a wind chill of -27. So yeah, we block it off for the winter. Try to keep the heat inside. You love it? Nice. Are you using the same? These ones will be probably just white. I don't know. We'll see. The clay itself, the gray is a finish. So basically white pots with a finish. They look good planted up though. They can go anywhere. Historical or modern settings. Doesn't matter. Jane says, very versatile pots they are. That's how I read that, Jane. Thank you, Jane. Appreciate that. Great also for painting them afterwards. I mean, other people can do that. Other people have done that. But because I'm a production potter with making flower pots, it's like, yeah, I don't really like to do much design on the side of them, because I like the plant to, I don't like the pot taking away from the plant. It needs to help accentuate the plant, in my personal opinion. So, and that train of thought has treated me well. So, but no, other people have bought them and done that. I had a really cool one time where I don't even. Oh, I don't need to say the person's name. It would be a shout out, but let's just say a famous singer's wife bought them, and she did like put gold leaf on them, like actual leaves, and it was really cool looking. So, and it was cool. It happened to be James Taylor's wife. Great Yoda post. Yeah, I tried. That's good. It sounded like that in your head too. All right, good. Wait, Wolff's hunt goats? I don't know what you're saying, but welcome to you, man. It's a pleasure to see you, Rez. I haven't seen you in a while. Hope all is well in your world. What is up? What is new? Tell me everything. Don't leave out anything. I hope everything's treating well. Rez or that one guy. And I would not consider myself the GOAT. There are so many good potters in the world. Yeah, it's nice to see you here, man. Like you said, hope everything is treating you well. Back to university. Okay, cool. Well, that's cool. That's big news for you, right? That's good, good. Are you enjoying it? I hope. I think that's it. Well, that's good. That's good stuff, though. Yeah, well, pal, you do them so easily as if your hands know the drill. Yeah, they do. Yeah. We have a saying, by we, I mean something my father and I have always said. I believe Warren McKenzie was the first potter to coin it, but after the first few thousand of every shape, it gets easier, and it should. So, I really wish, like, if I had to do it all over again, I wish I kept a journal of how many pots I made every day. It would be a great statistic to note. I can probably guess, but it would be a massive estimate. But that is the drill. Like that's what I focused on when I first started at a very young age. Was, yeah, sure, you can make a pot, but can you make hundreds of them that look like that? And then somebody can buy 5, 10, 100 of them and have them all be together and not look so different from each other. So, I know machines can do it, but it's pretty amazing what humans can do if they set goals to be able to create like machines. There's something about doing something thousands and thousands of times that really, I don't know, becomes second nature. I always get mixed up. So, like, after maybe one more, I'll be switching over to another style. And I might even mess that up and keep making this style, because once I get in a rhythm of doing the same thing over and over, I might mess that up. Yeah, agreed. Yet. They can't do that yet. They haven't found that code yet. Here they have. What do we know? I don't know. I'm just a potter. Hey, I see some emojis coming up. Thank you, whoever did that.
Hello, Random. How are ya?
Welcome to you. Hope you're having a great day.
Yes, cheeseburgers in the chat for Randers. Old Randers.
How's Mr. Leahy? Hope everything is treating you well in the world.
I'm doing well, thank you. Cheeseburgers for everyone. Straight from the dirty burger, huh? Hey?
Straight from the dirty burger. It's weird, you did that. Mine had feathers in it. A little gamey.
Yum, yum, accepted, thanks. Hello, Random. Oh, I love. Very welcome.
Yes. Oh, Random is very generous with the cheeseburgers. Oh, Randy. Randers.
Oh,
Let's do a flip for Randers. Hello, Random was so nice to come in. Let's do a flip. There we go. Ready? There we go. Cheers to you, Randers. Oh, let me move these off to the side. Right, first 13 have been done. Need to grab another log of clay. Here's a log. There's a little tie on here. Undo that. Unwrap it. This was exactly 2 pounds. That was good. "100% of the time I get that 80% of the time." You figure out that math. Muirhead, what's up? And you could design a pot. You're right. Oh, Muirhead, yeah, I just said that. I'm doing well, Muirhead. How are you? It looks like somebody gifted you a membership. I think that was probably Gwen. She gifted out a bunch, so welcome to the Wolf Pack, Muirhead. I hope you're doing well. You're still frozen. Yeah, still here. And hopefully next week we're going to get above freezing. Above freezing for you guys and down there. Yeah, it has not been fun. Yeah, last week was ridiculous. I think the lowest I saw was -6 or something like that. With the wind chills around -27 or something like that. Yeah, that's what I said. Gwen's so nice. She gifted out some memberships, and I saw your name pop up when she did that. I was like, yeah, Muirhead going. Welcome to the Wolf Pack, Muirhead. Have you been making pots, man? I hope. You have to get back to work. Oh, you too. All right, Gail. Be well. It was a pleasure to see you in here. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Always a pleasure. Gail is a sweetheart to a lot of channels that I've seen. And especially this one right here. Always so supportive, so kind to everybody here. And has stuck through all of the shenanigans that you guys have seen me doing here, not unsubbed. Make larger pots. Nice. It's always fun, right? Nice. How big are you going in like weight of clay? I have to do some bigger ones coming up soon. Because immediately it's spring, all the people show up at the shop and say, "Where's all your 25-pound pots?" It's like, So I need to get those done. This is actually kind of good because this clay is a bit hard, so I might have to throw this through the pug to make it softer to be able to get it just right to be able to throw those big pots. We've switched styles, and I've already messed up. No, let's just keep going with the same style. Next stream, or maybe not next stream. Whatever, I'll just do them tomorrow.
Gail is awesome. I agree. You're learning. Yeah, no, I hear you, man. It makes it worth the trip here? Okay. It also scares people away, to tell you the truth. I can see the numbers. Like, I don't know about that. You tried 15 pounds, but the clay was a little hard. Yeah, no, I know. It's about getting that right consistency with the clay to feel comfortable doing it. Yeah, I don't throw exactly 15. I throw some 16-pound pots. I usually go from like 10 pounds, maybe sometimes a 12-pound pot, but really from 10 to 16 and then to 25. And yeah, the bigger you go, yeah, the harder it can be. But once you settle into it, it's kind of just like everything else. You just are putting in a lot of effort, and there's no denying the effort put in. But it helps, so if you throw, I'll give you some advice if you want any advice. I know you don't really need advice because you're a great potter. But from what I've found, Muirhead, is if you so say you're wanting to throw 15, and if you have the extra clay that can be, repugged or whatever, try a 25-pound pot and then go to the 15-pound, and the 15-pound pot will fly up. It's just one of those tricks that I've always told people to try, and it worked for me when I was younger. It's just a mental thing, and physical, literally. But yeah, it really helps to do that. So sometimes before even my 6-pound pot, sometimes I'll throw one 10-pound, and then I'll get onto the 6-pound, and it mentally makes me think it's easier, which it is, but it gets me in the I don't know, it gets me in a relaxed state to be able to do it. Okay, we'll try that. Yeah, if you got I don't know, you probably already knew that. Like I said, you're a great potter, man. I really enjoy your throwing, and the pot that we bought from you, the berry bowl, beautiful. And it's fun. It's fun to get out of your comfort zone. So even if you're throwing to 15 pounds and then you go back to like 4-pound pots, it's just like, oh, all right. I feel happy you're here for a bit. It was very physical. It is. Yeah, no, it is. It's just one of those. Really depending on the clay. Have you still been getting clay from Sheffield? The clay that I've been getting as of late has been quite hard. Yeah. No, I know. And if you're not in practice with it, like, even for me, like, I throw quite a few of those, like, 25-pound pots a year, but, like, when I take some time away from them, it's like, okay, this first one's gonna be tense. But then you start to learn to use your weight, which is great. So, like, actually leaning into the pot. So, like, centering wise, using your arm right here, that's a good trick. You just lean into it with your weight instead of having to push in with your hands. Just lean in with your arm. Opening with your elbow. Opening with your elbow is another one. It gets you some of those big pushes that we do. It just alleviates it. Wouldn't have the shoulder strength. Yeah, I mean, well, yeah, it's not really shoulder. It's more, well, sometimes it's trapezoid, so up here. Yeah, my traps they're always on fire. I look like I'm carrying 5-gallon buckets everywhere. If you look at pictures of old potters from like the early days, they all have that same build. The last batch was standard clay. I wanted to try standard clay. A friend gave me a couple boxes of standard earthenware sitting down there, and I threw at his house with it, and it was actually nice. It was earthenware, so it was white earthenware, so it felt very talky, but yeah. And then I saw some at another potter's house in the fall, and I felt it real quick, and I was like, seems like some decent clay. So I don't know. A lot of times the clay providers aren't potters. So, and every potter has a different need or want, but yeah. So, I mean, I've tried standard, but it was, like I said, it was an earthenware. It stood great. It felt like porcelain, but had talc in it, so my fingers were very pruned very quickly. So if I was throwing for, if I had to make like 60 of these or something, it would look like my hands were in concrete all day. Yeah, good luck with it. Awesome news. I haven't looked them up enough to know if, like, can you buy directly from Standard, or do you need to find a company that sells Standard clay? I gotta look. Well, you don't have to answer that. Google's free, Ben. Why are you bothering me, Muirhead? You have a local supplier? Awesome. It fires to what is specified. Nice. Has the glaze been okay on it, or are you finding like different results? I'm sure there's going to be some differences. Awesome. That's good news, right? That's good news, Muirhead. It's nice to see you in here. Have you been, I'm sorry to ask you a lot of questions. Have you been able to stream? I haven't seen you pop up, but I rarely am on YouTube lately. So, I mean, I do the lives here on Tuesday and Thursdays, but I'm not sitting there watching it too much. I'm glad it worked out for you. Oh, that's cool. Nice. Yeah, I'm not on. I'm not on there. That's that's cool though. I used to do lives on Instagram. I haven't done that in a while. Feel bad for the people that used to pop in and enjoy watching. But yeah, yeah, I don't know. I just don't know because I haven't used it. I'm happy here. You know what I mean? It's fine. It's been interesting. I've gotten to meet some very nice people through this platform, including yourself, Mira. So yeah, it's been good. Um, Here, just lurking though. Lurker. What's up, Lurker? Hope you're doing well today, Gwen. Always a pleasure. And Muirhead said thank you for his membership, by the way. Gwen is very nice, Muirhead, if you're still watching. Yeah, I wouldn't mind trying some standard. Jane Harold is another potter down the road here, very well-known potter, and she had an event. I went over there, and she uses standard clay. I forgot to ask her exactly where she orders it from. But I need to check that out. I mean, last year I threw a bit of Laguna up at Castle Hill Center for the Arts. That was a great clay body. The B mix was great. Can't complain there. And then I forget what the other mix we used up there. Gotta keep working. Yep, you gotta keep working. You had an issue with it bloating. Oh, okay. Yeah, well, that isn't good. So the one I use is T3 from Sheffield. And my only issues with it are that it's inconsistent water content. Sometimes it's okay, sometimes it's really hard clay to throw. But I haven't had any bloating. Every once in a while, when certain mines get shut down or whatever, and they have to switch ingredients, when that happened, there was a couple moments where I did have some stuff going on like that. That, yeah, was a bit aggravating. But that's just the nature of things changing, right? It was over. Oh, well, that would be the cause. Or what did they say? It was cone 6, and it was an 06. You can never know. Yeah, I know. Sorry, Jane. Yeah, I know. For pottery talk. Um, yeah, pottery lingo is a very interesting thing, isn't it? Like you're like, what the heck are they talking about? Um, yeah, it can be. What? Well, yeah, I'll try to explain some of that stuff. Um, so when I said cones, that means like an actual certain temperature we fire to, and they measure it in cones because back in the day, you would have a little cone that melted at a specific temperature, and the higher up you got, the more cones would melt. Now you can just type in the number, it can go to it. Some people actually use the cones still, but so like a cone '06 is a lower fire than a cone 6. So, and I believe Muirhead fires to cone 6, which is mid-range fire, which is we fire that too. Yeah, my wife and I fire that. I also fire to a hot cone 10 at reduction stuff outside. So, but yes, gets confusing with that. If you looked up pottery cone chart, you'd be like, oh, what the? What am I looking at here? Welcome to saying hi. In its bay. Welcome to you. You just lay off the Taco Bell. Yeah. I mean, yeah. That works. That, that might work. Fresh cup of comedian over here. Muirhead, if you missed it, Fresh Cup of Joel has a new website. FreshCupOfJoel.com. So he's been working on that. I also bought fartingpotter.com and just redirected it to Fresh Cup of Joel, just to help you out there. It should help. Yeah, no, I hear you, Jane. Well, there's a lot of medical talk, right? And I wouldn't be like, great. You're welcome, Joe. That would be really funny to do. I'm not doing it. It's probably already taken. Just trying to get some extra traffic for a friend, you know? Yeah, and if you sign up for his new newsletter, yeah, you will be spammed, apparently, an extreme amount. So I was told by the maker of the website. But people get very uncomfortable with it. Yeah, I don't know. It's funny because in the situations I've been in life, when I go to a hospital and I ask questions that aren't normally asked by just regular people, they're like, oh, this guy's trying to be smart or whatever. I'm like, not. I just, certain situations I've had or been involved in, they've kind of gotten mad at me. You know? Not mad at me, just you could see they're irritated. I'll give you an example. One time my stepfather cut his leg with a chainsaw. It was probably about that big of a cut all the way down his calf. Almost took the leg. And they were going to send him home. And I said, there is no heartbeat. This is vascular. They're like, what are you talking about? You don't know what you're talking about. He'll come back tomorrow. I said, no. We need to keep him here. They argued and argued with me. And then we were back at the hospital about 3 hours later. So I was like, this is vascular. You need to bring him up immediately to the vascular. How could you not? I don't know. Like the wand wasn't even showing anything. I'm like, do you want me to get in there with that wand? Whatever. Yes, exactly. That. Well, exactly, but they should have wanted to not have the liability of signing him out. Not that we were going to do anything. This is an old farmer we're talking about here. So we had to even explain that to them, because then the vascular department said that we wanted to get them out, which is a different part from the, like a different business than the emergency room. So then we were being questioned. I was like, go watch the tapes. I'm pretty much yelling at the guy saying this is vascular. So again, not brains. It ain't rocket surgery. He ain't got no vascular beat going on there. Yeah, that was a wild one. Is it supposed to look like that? I missed that one. Probably was perfect timing. Yes. It's majestic. It is mind-numbing. I was quite shocked by it because I was being nice about it. And then toward the end, I was getting, I said some stuff. But what are you going to do? That was just one of many different situations. So. It's like, okay, can you not see? When you shine a light in somebody's eyes and the pupils don't move. Yeah. Hey, how's it going? What's up, Say? Going king? I'm not a king. You do not want me as king. You will conquer everything. Let's get that. Let's get that out of the way. I'm not a king. Welcome to you, man. Hope you're doing well. I like that. Hey-oh. But I get it. Jane, I get it. Like, people probably have to deal with that all day long, with people thinking they know more than they do. And it's just like for the rare occurrences that they miss something. It just seems to come up often. I'm making flower pots, man. I'm scalloped 2-pound flower pots. I've gotten a whole batch done here. Yeah. What are you up to, by the way? Everything treating you well in the world? Move these off to the side. Here's a whole batch of them. Bunch of 2-pounders. Actually, should be pretty good for that style. What we got? 16, 18. Fit for the round table. Knights of the round table. Round pot for the round table. Oh, yep. Oh, that's right. I forgot that's where you're at. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah. Is it hot? It's very hot down there. Down and over. For me. It's been freezing here. For the last 3 months, we have not been above freezing. I think maybe for like a couple hours we were above freezing. What's the most interesting product or piece you've made? I don't really know. Made some oddities, that's for sure. I don't know. I've never. You know, that's the thing. I make them and go, okay, I like that one. I'll make more of that. And I don't really have ones that I like put ahead of anything else. So yeah, I've done weird things in the past. So I don't know if they'd be considered interesting. Or like Beetlejuice art. Something out of a Tim Burton movie. I don't know. Sorry to not have an answer for you on that. Wanda, what's up? How are you? Wait a minute, the creepy. Oh yeah, that thing. All right, no, I thought you were referencing another Potter's channel. I was like, whoa, we had an Ugg Chugs fan. Yes, that thing is pretty weird. That's not even the weirdest thing I've made. I don't know about interesting though. And you're in South. You know what? I do have one that's African origin. That's right here. I want to make more of these too, by the way. Let me just clean out my hands. I'll show you. Say. What say you? Yeah, I forgot, Joel. You have that creepy snake incense burn. that was a just sitting around, messing around one night, doing nothing. Kind of fun thing to make, and I gave it to Joel when he was here. Yeah, I hope you're feeling better. You feeling better, Wanda? I hope so. We got a hello from Texas. Well, hello to you. Welcome to you. Hello from Connecticut. Or Pathetic. Whatever you want to call it. And I would say, are you still here? I'll show you what I'm talking about. This is an African oudou drum that I made. So it's got clay all over it because I picked it up and showed people before. It's basically a very big jar out of brown clay, have some black mixed in, but you hit it and you get a sound. So it's kind of a fun one. It's always and then if you swipe, you get it like a snare. Then you hit the bottom, or it's more of like a brush. So like, oh, yeah, there you go. Oudou drum. That's always a fun one to bring up. I made a few of those for friends and whatnot. That one I kept. One of my friends has probably the biggest one I made. That one's, I don't know, about 12 or maybe 13 inches. It's probably like close to 14 inches tall. Yeah, well, the biggest one, really, Mirhan? I can make you a bigger one than that. I could definitely make you a bigger one than that. I'll make you one the size of the kiln, the KM1227. Just for a YouTube video. The biggest bong that could be fired in a scut kiln. I think Say took off and I was showing him that. I don't know. He asked the question and left. Sorry, guys. But thanks, Wanda. Appreciate that. You're getting there. Awesome. Yeah, no, I can make a big one of those. They're, you know, people have asked me that just over and over and over again throughout the years. Can you make that? And the real truth is, of course, any potter could make one of those. But you can't see what's going on the inside. So utilitarian-wise, stupid. It's just stupid. It's a surprise, let's say. But yes, it's very possible. People used to come in the stream all the time. Make one. It's like, yeah, I remember 8th grade. I remember my first beer. Right, exactly. Like I said, to be fair, to make it work properly, like, you should be able to see what's going on in there. I mean, you could do it. It's just, like I said, it's going to be a surprise. Plus, it feels like I don't know. To me, it's always kind of been like it's not like a lowering yourself to do it, but in a sense, it kind of is, like as a maker. I don't know, that's how I take it anyway. And no offense to any potters out there that make those. I just, for some reason, I made some pipes before, like tobacco pipes, or you could use them for wacky tobacco. Yeah. Yeah, we should, we do know that, Joel. You are living, breathing proof. But you got a point, Joel, because you could sell those. Like, hey, man, I can't see what's going on in there. But it's not really long. Like I said, I made some interesting pipes in the past, like for tobacco or wacky tobacco, and those, again, utilitarian wise, aren't that bright to use because they heat up and they hold heat. So you're gonna burn yourself unless that pipe's very long. It's just, yeah, I don't know. It's not a fan. They were fun to make in your teens or whatever, you know what I mean? But I'm not even into that stuff, so maybe that's why I don't find it interesting. I would suggest glass. Or Tiffany. Tiffany glass. I gotta catch up. Oh, sounds good. Hope your husband feels better. Thank you for popping in today. Appreciate that, Jane. Thank you very much. You've been asked to make one, but said no. Yeah, no, I hear you. No, thank you, Jane. Appreciate it. Hope you, like I said, hope you feel better. Hope your husband feels better. Yeah, get some chilling out, watching some shows. And yeah, I don't know. Maybe later today I will be live on the gaming channel that's in the description in my channel. I hope. I don't know. I hope I'm able to do it, but if not, it'll just be for a little bit. It's been fun to do for fun after, and just let my hands calm down after I burn them up for the day making pots. Yes, definitely. Take care. It's always a pleasure. You're very kind, Jane. And yeah, so I'm actually, yeah, I've got pretty much everything. That's so funny that Say took off after he asked that and I brought the whole thing over. It's always the way, isn't it, guys? Oh, you're from South Africa. Here's an interesting one from Africa. See, I'm sure a lot of pottery designs are from Africa. Because Egypt is in Africa, is it not? Yeah, so I haven't been playing music at the end of these either. Probably should do that sometime. But yeah, so like I said, hopefully later today I will be on the old Bencraft, which has been funny to do with a certain Aussie bloke. We've been having a good time. So try to do that for an hour or so, or 2 hours out of the day when we get a chance. No schedule, just is what it is. But yeah, we've been having fun. Just kind of shoot the shit and have a good time. And I try to learn how to play the game. So, but anyway, guys, hopefully you have a great rest of your day. Burp. I held back that burp. Yeah, I hope you have a great rest of your day. To all of you. Murad, it was great to see you again in here, man. Best of luck on making the big pots, the 15-pounders. Like I said, maybe that little bit of info, like I said, using the wrist for centering, rather the forearm, and then opening up, try using your elbow just to get it down in there. And yeah, maybe that'll help. Wanda, I'm glad to hear that you're hopefully feeling a little better. Everybody, hello random, sending the cheeseburgers out. Fresh Cup, congrats on a new website. And Hayabusa, we'll probably catch you later. I don't know, maybe not. Who else was in here? Say, asked the question, took off, but yeah, you guys are all the regulars here. Really enjoy every single one of you, and I really do appreciate every single one of you. So thank you. Yes, there's more cheeseburgers. Thank you. Great talking to you, Earhead. It's always a pleasure to talk with you, and I wish you the best of luck. And And I'm sorry that you've been streaming on Facebook and not on YouTube because I don't have Facebook. Jane, hello from Georgia. Hello. How are you? I'm just finishing up making. What did we make? What did I make? We made all of it from you guys hanging out here. About 22-pound scalloped flower pots. So, and I will be back on Thursday around the same time, 1 o'clock. I think I went a little earlier today. So yeah, just hit that bell, I guess. That's so stupid. I hate having to say that. Hit that bell, and whenever I do go live, that'll let you guys know. But pleasure to meet you real quick, Jane. I will be live again on Thursday. And hello from Connecticut to Georgia. Pathetic. I would like to be down in Georgia right now, to be honest with you. I'm sure it's a little bit warmer than here. Have some good food. I want to see willow trees. I want to see a lot of willow trees. Someday. And there's some really good potters in Georgia. So, anyway. What's that? Yes, absolutely, bud. Almost 70. Well, what the heck? We haven't even hit above freezing. We haven't been above freezing here in 3 months. In fact, we haven't had a temperature. We were below freezing for the last, 3 weeks. I'm sorry, in negative temperatures. Negative temperatures. And Ben's terrible. Yes, and Ben's terrible, yeah. Well, rightio, Gwen. Hope you have a great rest of the day, love. Is that terrible? I'll have to let nausea, actually. Won't last, don't be jealous. No, I'm jealous. I'm absolutely jealous. Yep. Ain't gonna lie there. I ain't gonna lie. I'm a bit jealous. I would not mind being down there. Plus, I want to try the clay that comes out of the ground in Georgia. I've heard good things. A lot of it looks like it's yellow, which is interesting, but then it fires to a red. So, yep, freezer here. Yep. No, it's great. Keep it up. Okay, guys, thank you so much. I will catch you next time. Thanks for popping in last second, Jane. And yeah, I will be jealous. And maybe someday I'll get down to Georgia. And I'll be, like I said, I'll be back on Thursday. So if you are new here, yeah, subscribe. We'll see you. All right. Peace out, guys. Be well. Stay warm in Georgia. Later.